It claims to put people first, but this not-for-profit is letting down many Aussies. After closing its aged care facilities, Wesley Mission is now shutting the doors on 2 mental health hospitals. Patients claim they were given just 6 weeks' notice. The site, gifted to the charity, could sell for tens of millions of dollars.
I feel like the carpet has just been taken under my feet, and it was a place that I could always rely on.
For the past decade, the Wesley Mission's Ashfield Hospital has been Christine Warren's safe place.
Because they educate you and they know you, and it takes, when people know you, it helps.
A home away from home to help her battle her demons.
Well, I came in firstly for anxiety, depression, and I found out I had a borderline personality disorder, which I didn't understand, but I do now.
It's been in operation since 1954, but now the mental health hospital will close its doors next month.
I cried. I thought, oh dear. And I was a bit lost. I was feeling very down, and because it's my go-to.
Christine is currently an inpatient. She says to give her a break from her PTSD and a traumatic brain injury.
I've just come in this time for 2 weeks because, well, they're closing, and I thought, well, it'll be my final sort of goodbye because I'm very sad. I won't start crying.
The Wesley Mission announced last month both its mental health hospitals at Ashfield and Cogra in Sydney will close on April 12.
The patients are very, very disturbed and disappointed.
Dr John Saunders is the medical director for the drug and alcohol program at the Wesley. He says there was zero consultation with the doctors.
I was appalled. It takes years to develop a mental health service, but a single decision can close it.
He says staff were told at the end of February Wesley Mission had tried to sell the hospitals but failed. As a result, it's closing to be sold off for land value.
For a Christian organisation to sell for land value only, I think is appalling. I actually went to the point of consulting the Bible. And if I can quote, "For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil."
Well, I almost choked on my cornflakes when I read in the paper that such a desperately needed facility would be closing down.
Darcy Byrne is mayor of the Inner West Council, which takes in the Ashfield Hospital, a site that was donated to the Wesley back in 1946.
On a site such as this that was gifted to Wesley Mission, it's not good enough for the beds to go and for the developers to come in.
Last year, Wesley Mission announced the closure of its last 3 aged care facilities. 200 residents like Stuart and Bev forced out of what they thought was their forever home on Sydney's northern beaches. At the time, they spoke to A Current Affair.
For me, I can't imagine it. And I thought when I came here, this would be our last move.
Then Wesley CEO Reverend Stuart Cameron told us more closures would likely follow.
People who are watching, should they be worried the home that their parents are in could be next?
I think, Layla, I think there's a lot of change that has happened and will continue to happen
So yes.
in the sector. Yes, I think there will be more. I don't think we're the first. I don't think we'll be the last.
2 of the 3 aged care facilities now just operate as independent living, but the Narrabeen site closed entirely and is currently being sold off by Wesley to another provider. Now it's the 70 beds at Ashfield and Cogra which will close next month. The mayor says it's a shockingly quick decision.
I've never heard of a hospital being shut down so quickly. It makes you think, why are they in such a hurry?
But Wesley's CEO says the services have long been a financial drain.
Well, the hospitals had been losing considerable amount of money for some time, and that takes away from the good we can do elsewhere.
We constantly hear about the mental health crisis. Is it more a management issue that you weren't able to fill these beds?
Oh, look, there's always lessons that we can learn through these processes, but there is a system and sector issues at play here.
Last year, the Wesley closed aged care facilities, now 2 mental health hospitals. Are you the right people to be running these type of facilities?
Look, Wesley Mission has been operating now for more than 200 years, and certainly these decisions, as hard as they have been consistent with that commitment to do as much good as we can.
As for the plans to sell the Ashfield and Cogra sites, Reverend Cameron says no decision has been made, but that won't delay the closure on April 12.
We haven't yet made any decision about what we will do with the hospitals, the 2 hospital sites. Our focus at the moment really is on supporting our patients, our staff and our medical professionals through this process.
Yeah, when mental health facilities are in such dire need and there's a shortage, it's a tragedy to see so many beds close.